Hi guys, it's Dr. Mohammed Usman, and today the topic of my video is creating and leading effective teams. So first of all, I will be talking about how you will create an effective team and what is the meaning of effective team, what are their characteristics, and how you will lead that effective team to be productive and efficient for the work given by the organization. So first of all, so what exactly is an effective team? All of the organization need to know that what is an effective team, because they already have many teams working on very different products and projects. So they might have an idea about our team members and a collection of team members working together for achieving a certain goal for the organization. But it is not necessary that every organization has a team that is an effective team. There will be some different characteristics of effective teams that will be looking forward in our next slides. But before that, we need to know that effective team has to work efficiently and more productively than the other normal teams. They have to develop ideas, they have to develop ways to share their leadership roles, and they have to share the accountability of their work. They have to shift their emphasis from their individual perspective to the several individual within the team. So they have to work for others. Every single person will be working for the other for achieving the single goal of the organization. So an effective team will be working together for achieving a goal for the organization which is given by the organization to them. So what are the characteristics? Basically, there are a certain number of characteristics. They are not limited to this one. First of all, they have to share the leadership roles. They must have leadership quality. If they don't have leadership quality, then they will not be effective. So every single member of organization or the team member should have the leadership quality. If your persons or team members don't have leadership quality, then they will be bad for that team. Then the other one is that they should have their own scope of work. You should not be telling them what to do, what not to do. They should know that how they should work together to achieve that goal for the organization. They should set their schedules. They should commit themselves to complete that work in the allocated time by the organization. They should develop tangible work product. They should not be working on products which are not invisible to the organization or invisible to the users, or they say that they have done that work but it is not shown by their progress. So they should be working on tangible work products. They should be mutually accountable for different work products. They should share their accountability together for achieving a certain goal for the organization or for the project, for reaching a milestone. So they all should be accountable for their all work, and they should work together for achieving that certain goal and that accountability. Also, their individual performance will be helping them for achieving the team products. Then there should be problem discussed and resolved by the team, not by the persons other than the organization. Like if a team member or a team has a problem, it has to be solved by that team. It don't have to be go on the higher management and they have to wait for any decision. So other than these qualities, the team member should be of good communication. They should be able to communicate with each other. They should be able to write technical documents. They should have a technical knowledge. They should have quality knowledge. So they should be trained on all of these qualities before assigning them a different task. But some of the team members must have these qualities inherited to themselves. So that person can be the team leader or the team person. So basically, if we are talking about the effective team, so effective team will have a basically first important thing should be a leadership, then the accountability, and they should be able to share their work together among the several individuals. So before having an effective team, we should be knowing that what makes a team and what is the definition of a team. So if I talk about a team is a small number of people working complementary on different skills who are committed for a common purpose or a common goal or a performance goal given by the organization, and their approach is mutually accountable for all the individuals of the team. So these people are committed to work together for achieving a common mission or a milestone or a goal. Also, they have to work interdependently and dependently, and the members share responsibility of each work and all the work done by the team. So a teamwork has to be done together by sharing responsibilities, accountabilities, and for gaining and achieving the results for the organization. So a team can have small number of people, but it is not necessary, like I told, that this team is effective. So you have to include the people in team which I have showed in the previous slide, like they should have leadership roles, they should be committed and sharing the accountability. So if the persons have the leadership roles and the accountability, then this team will be good. And every team is good. We just have to analyze and provide them the resources to make them good and to make them achieve a certain goal. So why we need to build an effective team? We have a team in our organization. Every person or every organization CEO says that they are working well, they are taking input from my side, they are not leaving me, and they are achieving their goal somehow late than our achieving goal, but they are working good. So why I need an effective team? So most of the attempts for building a team fails, and most of the projects fail. Then they get to know that why they need an effective team. So basically, when their project is not successful, then they go for the reasons, and the reasons, one of them is that the team was not effective to be work together. The persons were not sharing the accountability, the persons were not working well. So we need to build an effective team to make them work together and make that project successful. Because when we are making up a team and we are taking up the projects from different organizations, we are investing our time in it, we are investing our attention in it, we are investing our resources in it. So if the project fails, then we are losing the resources, we are losing the time, we are losing the money which has been paid to that team. So building an effective, maintaining effective team is very important for the organization. But building and maintaining effective team is very time consuming and sensitive process, because most of the time we have much work pressure in our organizations, and work pressure cannot be handled by normal team members. We need team members who can accept that work pressure and who can work in a pressured environment and provide the desired results. So this is where the effective team works, in the pressure environment. Also, however, when all the teamwork is done by a normal team or from the effective team, they all contribute toward the productivity and they all reduce your cost. Like I told you, if your normal team is able to achieve your goals in the organization and they are getting your product or projects done in the due time, then you are saving the resources and the cost. But what if they fail? And what if they are not able to reach the certain goal or achieve the milestone in the middle of the project or in the end of the project? Then that is the point where you will be needing the effective team. So why not building that team in the start? That will help you to save your cost, save your resources, save your time, and be productive all the time. So further we will be talking about the characteristics of an effective team in more detail. So like I told you, effective team operations operates in an environment where there is a two-way trust. When there is trust in the organization, when there is trust among the colleagues, and when there is trust among the employees, and the employees trust the organization CEO, and when they are honest in the communication, then the teams are effective. When the CEO is not honest about the communication, or the top management is not honest about the communication or the projects, and the environment is not open, then they cannot develop the product and they cannot develop the trust. And the lack of trust leads to non-effective teams, because the persons or employees will always be trying to leave that organization at some point. Then there is an important point that you should be give feedback on the performance, and that should be two-way and constant. And you should not be giving a harsh feedback. You should be giving a feedback that should be positive, and that should be telling that person what that person lacks. The problem in organizations is that they just tell that person, you are not good for this job, you are this and that, you are this and that. That makes that person demotivated, and when a person becomes demotivated, then he cannot be part of an effective team. So you have to give feedback on performance, and you have to give positive feedback in a positive way. And you should be sharing your information with all the team members of the work, whether specific, and you should appreciate the overall effort of the team and the practice. So you should have the information floated among all the team members and organization when they are working on a single project. So they should be on one line, on a one goal. Then another important thing is that the team members should be able to communicate and listen to each other. They should have patience to listen to each other. If they don't have patience, then they will not be able to communicate effectively, and they will not become part of the effective team. Other than that, they have to accept the responsibility. If you have persons in your team, they are throwing the responsibility from one person to another, they are playing the blame game. So believe me, they are not good for you. They are just wasting your time. Have team members, have your persons in your team which do not blame each other, and which work honestly, and which work according to the time, and they don't spend the useless time in personal justifications. So you have to have team members who are honest, and they do not put blames without any reasons. Another thing is that they have to celebrate their success. So if your team members are successful, then you should celebrate the success with them. You have to identify the special performance and contributions of each individual, whether they are working in a team, and you are identifying the special performance of the whole team, but you have to also contribute and appreciate each individual that they are working good. Then they can become the part of the next team, and they remain effective. Then there is another thing, that good teamwork is based on prideful humility. Pride comes in outcome of the team, and humility that assumes that other team members may well have a level of expertise that can add value to the outcome. So if your team members have a pride, if they are working good and they have the level of expertise, so they can add value to your organization too. So you should have a team members who have prideful humility, and they are working together for giving you the value. Next one is that good team members should be looking upon the first mistakes as opportunities. They should not be leaving or criticizing or punishing. So you should also not punish the team members on the first offenses. You should tell them that this was wrong, you have to do this in this way, and you should guide them. However, if they are continuously doing those things, and they are giving you the errors, and they are doing the mistakes, then you should remove that person from that team. Otherwise, if they are working on tough errors, and they have to gain some risk, then you have to appreciate those person for gaining that risk, so they can do some innovation and they can get value for the organization. So basically, mistakes are always not bad. Sometimes mistakes are good, but if the mistakes are consistent, then it is not good for your organization. Then good teams have to honor each other and honor each other's contribution. It is not like that you did good, I did all the work, I was the team lead, I just communicated to you, and you were bad, and I am the leader and I have done all the things. In a good team, all team members, or the leaders and all team members, share the equal performance and equal contribution. So you have to work on a total teamwork rather than individual teamwork. Also, as a leader, you have expert in the team or a particular area or a responsibility. So your area can be leadership, like your secretary will be expert in word processing or office procedure, your receptionist will be expert in client relation. So every person in the team has its own expertise, and they will work according to those expertise. So every member in the organization work together like an expert, and they are part as a whole, they are part of that organization, working as a team for achieving the goals of that organization. So you should value every person in your organization, whether he is a cleaning person, whether he is a team man, whether he is a receptionist, whether he is a secretary, because every different person will be working as an individual and will be contributing toward the goal of the organization. So how you can achieve these? So how do you achieve these things? What do you think? By up to till now, what do you think how you can achieve these things? I will just give you a hint. It can be achieved by some meetings at the start of the organization, and in the next video I will be talking about specifically how you will be achieving these things. Thank you. This video is up to here now. So if you like my video, do subscribe to my channel and visit the YouTube channel, and if you need any concept to be taught in English or Urdu, you can visit my YouTube channel. And other than that, previously I have shown you that how you can earn training certificate through my video channel. So these steps are over here. Again, I am showing you. So, and the other than this, the cost is very nominal, and you will get your certificate at your doorstep and in electronic format. So what you are waiting for? Go today to my YouTube channel and like